What's up? Yeah, it's go time, isn't it? Man, oh man. I have a day off tomorrow. What do you know about that? I'm pretty stoked on it, personally. It seems like it's been a bit. And yeah, I'm probably going to accomplish nothing. But you know what? What I am going to. What's up, Ash? What I am going to accomplish is having a day off. And it's going to be marvelous. Oh, yeah. But it's weird having a weekend that starts on a Friday and ends on a Saturday. But you know what, man? That's cool. I like what I do. But yeah, having about a month off straight with pay would be pretty exceptional. Hang on, my camera's weird there. That's pretty good. Got to make sure you can see Taylor in the picture. Half day's still good though. Is it the front half or the back half? Camp theme players revive seagulls for taking possums. Let's see. Lemoyne. Deadly Predators, 3 stews, 10 smalls, anti-alcohol. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. What did that say? Good. That's the way to do it. There's some, it seems like if you're off in the front half, is, if you're off on the front half, it's a bit of a bummer because you can't really do anything. You're just sitting around waiting for it to be time to go to work. Look at Boyd over there. Just went to see Taylor Swift last night. Man, buddy, I'm so glad you got to go. I'm so glad you got to see her announce 1989 too. That's pretty awesome. So good on you. What was the best part of the show? Let's just find out, everybody. For all the other Taylor Swift fans on the stream right now. Maybe whoops, wrong way. I would love to know your thoughts. I'm trying some new encoder settings, so I'll have to go back and see if it made a difference or not. I was looking at one of my streams the other day, and I'm like, what the what? In honor, I'm riding my horse, Taylor Swift, today. You see. I'll tell you the surprise songs I would have loved to have had. And that's Message in a Bottle, which is a vault track from Red. And I don't know. I'm super enamored with that song. It's excellent. I don't know any other way to put it besides that. Really? Both of them? She guessed both of them. What sort of witchcraft is that? But that's cool. I mean, that's what's wild to me is everybody who figured out that she was going to announce 1989. And, I mean, like, all of the cryptic reasons as to why. That Taylor Swift, man. Oh, no. Get up, horse. Oh, I was afraid it was going to tell me my vehicle had been destroyed. Taylor Swift fans, that's like no joke. You get murdered or you get kidnapped and you want it solved, man, you get a hold of them. Crips. Can I donate?
You're looking healthy right now. I suppose this will do.
Oof, I barely.
Can't be choosers.
I'm gonna have to do a supply run here. And let's do this. So did you remind me, did you get waitlisted for tickets in
All right.
New Orleans?
Lesson on supply and demand. Now, when Group 1, us, has a demand for supplies, and Group 2, them, has said supplies in their possession, how do we rebalance the economy? By robbing them blind, of course. Simple.
Okay. We'll ride Taylor Swift the whole time. So here's the I've got two thoughts regarding the wait list. On one hand, it seems like everybody's on the wait list. I mean, I even just know a handful of people who actually got codes, like know personally. But the thing is, on one hand, you think, okay, what they're doing is doing them in chunks, right? Oh, I'm not on the wait list for New Orleans. I wish. I might actually get Amanda to go to that show. Oops, killed something. But they're gonna roll them out just to prevent it from getting clogged up, and they also spaced out the pre-sales. Like the one for Indy is tomorrow, I think. Boom, in the face. Boom. Sweet. You're gonna have to send me your credit card information for that. I probably don't have enough credit on top of mine to buy that many tickets. But my only concern is that, on one hand you want to believe, yeah, they're doing that and because they're going to spread them out, right? It'd be cool to have you there, but they're going to spread them out. But in the same token, you've got all these people wanting tickets, and it's 4 cities. So mathematically speaking, it's going to be rough. I saw a statistic that said something like 33 million people registered for the pre-sale for Toronto. 33 million people for the pre-sale. And, obviously a bunch of those are opportunists that are, wanting to buy tickets so that they can flip them and put their kids through college or whatever. But, I mean, I'd say a huge, huge majority of them are legit fans wanting to go. I was getting pretty frustrated. What is up, Hoff? Hey, I brought that NAS home. Yeah, speaking of dorks, let's talk about network attached storage. Anyway, she can't possibly play enough shows to meet demand. Gosh, I wish I was in her band. Like, super, super wish I was in her band. But, that'd be a pretty neat gig. Pretty neat. So, our buddy Boydaka here was... wait, why isn't it letting me... Oh, it's because I'm not at a fire. He was at Taylor Swift last night. Let's go deliver some moonshine. You guys missed it yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. No, it was the day before. I had somebody griefing me. And I would for sure have you in there if I was in her band. But anyway, somebody was griefing me, and it made me wish for the rare occasion that I actually used proximity chat and would talk to the people I was playing with. But there's something that I feel semi-mean about that, like if you're streaming. It's bad enough that people can see their names on your stream, but to hear their voices. But I ended up being able to hand it back to him a few times and gave him this right here.
Did we learn anything today?
Yes.
It felt good on the stream, I'll tell you that much. All right, Marcel.
These customers have shown they have some good taste.
So are any
Their palate is simple, of course.
what?
Given their lack of culture,
I have to admit that they have chosen well. These
Did you surely didn't mean yawning, right?
And in one piece.
Sorry, I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. God, long live, man. That song's emotional for me. Oh, man. I forgot to tell this story on the Sith list this week. You guys want to hear a funny story? Maybe you've heard it already. Maybe you have not. It's Taylor Swift / Long Live related. So I'm coming home from work last week. I guess I didn't wait to see if anybody said yes, they wanted to hear it. But, I'm so disappointed. I didn't pee one time during the show. Anyhow, long live, right? Because it's about her and her band and, like slugging it out and doing things that they always dreamt of. It's just really cool. And, you know, it's like a further example of how she's really aware that her band and they are a team and that without them, she wouldn't be where she's at. Well, anyhow, I'm listening to the song, right? On my way home, I text my cousin, Sarah, that went to the show with me. I'm like, yeah, Long Live's on right now because it's like our favorite song. And as we're going, I get down to the bottom of this exit ramp. I'm getting ready to turn left, okay? And it's on the part where it's the breakdown verse that talks about that if fate should step in when your kids look at the pictures of what we used to do, please tell them my name, and it starts ramping up. And it says, tell them how the crowds went wild. And I was like air drumming and singing at the top of my lungs and living my best life, right? At the light. At the stoplight at the bottom of the exit ramp. And I hear somebody toot their horn. And I'm like, oh, crap, the light's green. And I look up and the light's not green. So I'm kind of confused. I look over to the right. And in the right turn lane is this lady. And she has her phone out. And she's got it pointing at me. And she's laughing. And then she turns right. And I pretty much assumed the entire weekend that I would find myself tagged in a post on some social that I know him. It's like, oh. Well, I hope she got a good laugh out of it. That's what I hope. It was pretty funny. I mean, I had to admit, listen, it was funny. So I couldn't be mad. Not really. But yeah, stuff happens, right? Antique alcohol. Collections. Ooh, I got 6 of those. All right. Let's see. Where's Madame Nazar today? Let's find out, shall we? So I got pretty excited about this NAS, okay? Let's just go there real quick. Go ahead and get this nerd stuff kind of out of the way. Oh, I didn't run her off the road, unfortunately. I should have. I said, I'll tell you how the crowds went wild. So I was looking up the model number of this thing, and people are talking about how great it is and all this. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Look at the high praise this gets. And then I realized all the page hits I was getting were from like 2013. But you know what? It's still going to do its job, I bet. How much you want to bet? I'll see what drives are in it. Oh my gosh. I just got the most excellent picture. I should throw it up on the stream. Nah, I'd just end up messing up my layout if I did. But that's awesome, man. That's super awesome. Look out, guy. Gotta go cook some more moonshine. So I gotta look at what drives are currently in it. I'm pretty sure they're all mechanical. I may chuck them. Depends. And yeah, that'll be super nice to have redundant storage and all of that. I'll see what I can run on it. Look out, horsies. All right. Yeah, Long Live rules. That's a very good song. It's very good. Oh, I wish I could just go to tons of shows. So the Netflix special is going to be pretty great.
We did a good deal on that
I'm hoping that it's like the Reputation concert was. That it's the entire show.
Very
And
well.
not...
But this
I mean, it would be
could
great if
cheaper.
there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff too, but I really just want the whole show.
Good, yes. Now we allow it to mature, huh?
Oh, hey, speaking of drives, hey, this is what people come here for. Yeah, Red Dead and video games are great, but yeah, let's talk nerd stuff and hard drives and all that. I finally got an email notification from Seagate that my replacement drive has shipped, or it appears to have shipped, at least. I mean, what a pile. They should be completely embarrassed. I'm sure they're not, but they should be. Oh, Madame Nazar, I need to go find her. I'll get at least 2 of those. Yeah, we're fine. Let's just do this. We'll go see her. But do you think that she filmed at least 2 nights in LA for this? Is that correct? Does anybody know? Because I wonder if she will have multiple nights worth of secret songs in the video. Is this where I have to contact myself? I read that thing on the Sith list, and I could tell all my other co-hosts' eyes were like glazed over, thinking, I sure wish that he would shut up about this. And I mean, I understood completely. Getting to go on the closing night's pretty dope. It's a long show, man. How does she do it? I mean, that's long. And to have that much stage to cover, that's just... Her cardio health must be through the roof. Much like mine is not. Yeah. So one of my most favorite things about Taylor Live, somebody joined the stream and jumped out there like, Taylor Swift and hard drives. Nah, I'm good. I mean, I saw the great community title for the stream, but anyway, I love the Reputation era. And I really like how they do Look What You Made Me Do live, because it is a straight up rock song. All the guitar parts they've added, and oh,
I do not trust you.
it's so good.
Look. All right. What have you found?
She doesn't trust me, she
Yes,
said.
done.
Well, madam,
Oh, goodness. All these eggs, you must have been very careful.
I was very careful. You're welcome.
It's mundane, but I will take it.
Let's see. It's arrowheads, right? Golly. Sure being stingy with them. I'm looking for all of them. And I gotta go to Lemoyne for the bounties. Are there any close to there? Not really. Let's go to Nita Manza
I love
Post.
this belly very much.
That joke never gets old to me. I'm sure it gets old to lots of people, but not to me. Never need a Manza. I know approximately where that is. How's the stream? It's not like jumpy or anything, is it? I think it was right there. Excellent. Yeah, I turned my encoder up because one thing that gets me, I mean, I realize a lot of it's going to come down to video capture and all that. But like I see people's streams, Twitch only allows 6 megabits per second up. And I turned up this, I'm using a different encoder for I do a local recording at the same time and then upload that to my YouTube channel after the fact instead of just exporting the Twitch stream, because for one, the export of the Twitch stream is terrible. I don't know how that works or what they do to it, but woof. It is not good. So I turned up the bit rate for it and I'm using a software encoder to do that and hardware encoder for the stream. Someday I'll get a PC and be able to use that one of these days. I'll probably have to win the lottery or something, or get a lucrative side gig doing voiceover work from home. It's okay, horsey. That mean old bear isn't going to come over here and get us. It's a little black bear. It's just a baby. Let's see. Come on. Anybody playing anything cool lately? I gave up on my Grandmaster playthrough of Jedi Survivor because I got sick of being mad. It's not the game's fault. It's my fault for not being good enough at it. It's an awesome game. It really is. But I just don't have the chops for it. Not to play at that level. Which, you know, I mean, I know practice makes perfect, but golly, I only have so much time in a day to play video games. And being completely raw and angry for a chunk of that. I mean, Boyd was definitely there a couple times where I ended my stream very much acting like a baby. Very much. But I leave him up. Listen, you're getting the real me on this. Old mouse rat. Sometimes he's just a baby. But I had some people tell me yesterday that they were hoping that it was going to turn out that we were not serious about ending the bad motivators and that there was going to be an episode. Naturally, there wasn't. But it was nice to hear that the show meant enough to people that they would hope for such things. Oh, this dude's going to come over here and kill me, I bet. Nope. He's veering off. Ooh, sweet. That was an arrowhead, just as I had hoped. So, where should we go do the bounties? Lemoyne is the target. And our options are... Saint Denis and Rhodes. There. I'm trying to think of where I'm at in Saint Denis. There's a pile of bounties in there that it's a multi-part, meaning that you go do it and then like your next session or several hours later Let me think. Podcast Rex. Honestly, most of the stuff I listen to is, stuff I talk about all the time. High Potion, Blue Harvest, Dinner with the Healers, a Bluey podcast for winners. Rogue Rebels. I just cracked myself up just then. I need to be better about branching out. Canto Bite Dispatch. I have a hard time keeping up with podcasts these days. I used to, at my job, really be able to listen to podcasts a lot while I worked. But that's become harder to do. But okay, so I'm just gonna say it, and I love Dan Zier. I love him a lot. He's a really good dude. Oh yeah, I saw that 8 minutes too on that Ovation. Coffee with Kenobi, the content is pretty good, and it's pacing. It can be quick and stuff, but sometimes the quality's rough. I think that they've maybe gotten better at it, so maybe give that a try. It depends on like what the slant you're looking for is. Like if you dig like the long running bits and the comedy, but also really good Star Wars content, Blue Harvest is a good go-to. A Steel, he doesn't podcast like traditionally podcast as much. Man, I must be out of varmint rifle cartridges. Man, my rotation has dwindled so much that it's hard for me to tell you. Oh, the scruffy looking podcasters. That is a good one. If you haven't given them a look or a listen, I guess is really what you do with those sorts of things, definitely check them out. I like them a lot. They're, oh, that's a good idea. I wish I had more time on my hands. Lassoed from horseback. All right. We'll go get this guy so that I can spend time like watching Hawes stream more often and the Blue Harvest Discord. A friend of mine that I hadn't talked to in a long time, he has made the decision that he needs to like clean up his act and stop drinking, and to the point where he's actually going to go to detox. And man, I'll tell you what, that takes some real balls. It takes a lot of courage, and so good on him. I'm sure he's not watching this, but if he were, just want him to know, good on ya. Doesn't it usually give you more time than this? So the story of these guys, I wish they gave you more time in the story of it. But they're these psychos that are basically they're kidnapping people and torturing them for medical purposes. And whoops. I had to turn off paint it black So this has just become so much harder. So yeah, it's free aim through and through now. At least with Paint It Black, it's free aim. Oh no. Oh, I thought he was gonna get me. But you can drop a... It basically does just what it sounds like. You paint a target on it. So that way once it hits, you can fire, and even if you waver... Ooh, that was a good shot. It's funny, I'm so used to using free aim on this game that even whenever I'm on something that's not... For example, I did a telegram mission that was on the... Ooh, I'm almost dead. That was on in... There. That was on the easy setting, because that's how they do them. You do it the first time it's on easy, the next time it's on medium, and the next time it's on ruthless. And when it's on the easy one, you use an auto lock. You can't turn it off. Which it's whatever, except because I use free aim so much. Once you... Oh my gosh. Once you are looking down the barrel, it stops being auto lock because it only auto locks when you first pull the left trigger. Aha, from the hip, baby. And so I'm so used to having it looking down the barrel for a real long time that it quits being auto lock anyway. You just don't get the bonus for it. Man, I keep forgetting about Blue Sky. It looks like it should be Blue Ski. And Threads, I keep forgetting to check it. Y'all. I need some people who use Spotify to go rate Dinner with the Healers 5 stars. And also make like 20 different Apple Podcast accounts and rate it 5 stars there too. Just to counteract the ding-dongs who get in there and leave me crappy reviews. And almost all of them that actually leave a review are, I hate Bluey. I think they think we must be Bluey. Which we're not. But,
I know who you are.
Do you?
Bounty hunter, been picking us off. Ha! Another time.
Splat. But yeah, go upset the balance on that. Because it's either people who just straight up don't like Bluey. Which, why are you there in the first place? Like, one was a lady, she's talking about how she listens with her kids and they love it, but she hates Bluey, so 3 stars for you, podcast. It's like, you know what? I do that with my kids. Why don't you stop being a butthole? Or it's people who hate me, which is unfathomable to me. I'm such a delightful fellow. But, whatever.
You the one that got caught?
I am.
Now there was a man. Let it get to him.
Oh, so last night when we were recording the Sith list, I took...
Ain't that right, friend?
I turned off my actual camera and used my video capture. And had just my mouse rat guy here sitting on a bench so that the camera was right in his face, and I used that for my StreamYard picture. It was pretty good. Randy grabbed it and put my actual face in it, which was pretty good. All right. There's a tarot card over here. I'm gonna pick that up. Yes. So are a lot of people hanging out over there at Blue Sky? Is it starting to pick up?
Whoa, hey. You got my attention now. Watching you.
Good, watch me. Gray Woolen Mill. Ugh. Why does I keep getting bounties at this one? Here's what's dumb, if anybody that's familiar with the Red Dead map. Gray Woolen Mill is a factory right in Rhodes. Situated basically right in the backyard of the oh yeah, the ads on X are getting on my nerves. But anyway, this is like right in the backyard of the sheriff's. And you can't take the bounty to the sheriff in Rhodes. You have to bring them all the way back to Saint Denis, which makes you think that, in my head canon, the sheriff's in on it. Yeah, he's down and dirty. Did you guys see? I mentioned this on X, formerly known as Twitter, whatever we're calling it. I'm part of this Bluey for Dads group on Facebook, and an argument started breaking out pretty bad about Bluey canon. And I mean, they were like serious as can be. And it's like, you know, this is the line right here. Of course, all the topics are starting to turn away from, like, the whole point of being part of a Bluey for Dads group is. That's just my opinion, but I don't think I'm wrong. Because, now listen, you guys that know me, you know I am the furthest thing from being a prude. Right? Would you agree with that, I hope? Well, the subject came up of, hey, listen, I don't know if it's weird to bring this up here, but is anybody else like polyamorous and or in a polyamorous relationship and blah, blah, blah. And it's not that I'm opposed. Listen, I've enjoyed banging lots of people in my life, but I'm not there for, I don't want to hear about anybody. I'm not there for your sex life. There's plenty of other groups for that. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. All right, here we go. Let's take these guys. That dude's gonna run. You see the one flashing red? That's the target. Let's get the one closest to him first.
I don't think the law will ever...
And then this one. And then this one. And the best thing you can hope for is that he runs from you. Because if he does, it gets him out of the way, and you can chase him down without having to worry about his buddies continuing to kill the crap out of him. Oh my gosh. One of the Deadeye cards that I have enabled and I'm trying to level up is, ooh, I'm gonna get killed, is making it like harder. It's spoiling my aim. See what I mean? As I sit there and just take bullets. That's the miracle of the tonic. He hasn't decided to run yet. The reason I'm not killing the target is because one of my daily challenges here is, boy, he's ruthless. Is lasso a bounty target from horseback 3 times. And you can only do that when they're alive, I'm afraid. Yes, yes. And here's something that might not be super obvious. So, you know what, man? Thank you. Because that's the thing I've noticed. It's not about their lifestyle. But yeah, it's kind of the trash behavior. It's because there's personality traits that are attracted to that lifestyle,
They're killing us!
and they make it about something that they claim it's not about. Like, one of my buddies he and his wife were swingers. And, I mean, whatever. Why won't it let go of him? There. To each their own, right? Woo, did you see that throw? Yeah, but that's what it is. And it starts to become where... you know what it's like? Here's what it's like. Are you ready for this? This is the metaphor of the century right here. Or I guess metaphor is the word I'm looking for. Is that it becomes like multi-level marketing. Okay? And what I mean by that is everybody's a mark. Everybody's a mark. And so when you're out at a get-together, it's not. It stops being about just hanging out, and it's about putting the hard sell on them. And it's, and don't get me wrong, this is not a blanket statement that everybody's like that, but that is what I've run into a lot. Is that's what you end up with. Is that everything becomes, every time you leave the house, it's about trying to find other people to hook up with. Now, if you're in like a quote-unquote committed relationship that's a triad or whatever, I mean, whatever, to each their own. But yeah, it's like we go out to see a show, and the first thing they do is make the entire thing about trying to find somebody to hook up with. And it's like, yeah, I thought we were just going to hang out, you know, be pals and whatnot. But yeah. And then I think what happens too, and there was actually I think it was a Law and Order SVU or something, some show like that, where this whole neighborhood, they were all swingers. And somehow, like, once one of the teenage daughters was within striking distance of being of legal age, one of the guys got involved with her. And it became this whole thing. You know? Yeah, the gaslighting. Yeah. 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 Man, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has observed these things and come away with that take on it, I guess. But yeah. One thing I've noticed with girls hitting on girls in situations like that is that a lot of times no doesn't really mean no. Like there's a boundary there that's deemed okay to force and cross. That if it were any other direction, that wouldn't be okay. I don't know.
Pinche imbécil.
Yeah. No problem, Ash. No problem. Even if it is a topic, it's okay. I get it. Yeah. It's wild, too. Is it like, okay, we've used this. I've said this happens all the time. I've noticed. And that is that people are way more likely to have a problem. Yeah, I know somebody specifically like that. Oh, no, you're okay, man. You're totally fine.
I'm at good on my promises.
Yeah. So, what was I getting ready to say? Hang on, I'll come up with this in a second. I was gonna say, look out, guy. Oh, hang on, it's right there. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll help a fella out. Is that, like, just for example, I don't drink, right? And I don't really have a problem with other people drinking if that's what they want to do. I mean, I don't have a problem with it at all, you know? But a lot of times, and it's also the same way you've heard me say it with like being a person of faith, you know, being a Christian, that people have a lot more problem with my sobriety and my Christianity than I do with them not being the way I am. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, mister. I was trying to... No! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get on my horse, not punch that guy in the mouth. Aw. Now I feel bad. That was a jerk move on my part. But yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. People are weird, man.
Welcome, friend.
It's kind of like Christians. We'll be like, we love everybody, except for insert that one pet thing here that you will go against everything you say with your words. You know. Anyhow, enough about that. Enough. Let's talk about something else. I mean, let me talk about something else. You guys can talk about whatever you like. Where was I gonna go? Sean McGuire mission was one of them. Let's go do that. We'll go to Manzanita Post again.
I'll go.
So do you get out and do a lot of backpacking still, Sean? I've never done much of it, man. We went to the Smoky Mountains. Amanda and I did about a year before our first kid was born, and I was a runner back then, and so I hiked, and she was a real trooper about it. I mean, we weren't overnighting anywhere. We would always, go back, but she was not in shape for it. But she took it like a champ, man. We were probably doing 14, 15 miles a day. We haven't taken a trip like that since. Yes. Yes. That's like where my faith comes in. It's like, hey, here's what my life's like, and you can take that as you will, kind of thing. Let's do a bushwhack.
Well, that's good, because I reckon I've got something I wanted to discuss. It's Colm O'Driscoll we'll be robbing.
Ugh.
Fake Irish sack of shite always has himself.
Is this guy really Irish, do you think, that did this voice? I don't have the ear to tell.
He can't fight for shit. So you're going to rob them blind. He's taking possession of a wagon laden with booty.
Something very interesting happens to this dude in the story. Because this all happens before Red Dead, the story of Red Dead 2. He actually asked you about the gang, Dutch's gang, a couple times. He never says their names. He just mentions stuff that happened in, that they talk about in the story. Come on. Okay, where's this wagon? Oh, there it is. And where's it going? We'll try to catch it right here, I guess. Yeesh. Man, I got to get back in shape, speaking of running. I can't start running again. I'm too prone to injury. But I got to do something. God knows I'm not going to start eating right. Got too much food I like. Beefy Crunch Burrito back at Taco Bell. I don't know if that's for a limited time or what, but good, good, good. This stream brought to you by Taco Bell. Went to Sonic today for lunch. Had a couple corn dogs with some tots. The tot may be the best form of fast food potato there is. It's, I don't know. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. I love tater tots. Sonic makes a good one. They certainly do. I don't really know who else fast food wise has tots as a regular thing. Oh my gosh, Taco Bell, yeah. Those things were amazing. Oh my gosh. They also recently had, and I can't think of what they call it, but it is a small piece of breaded fried chicken inside of a soft tortilla. So it's a single piece of chicken. And sheesh. You can get it with creamy chipotle sauce or an avocado ranch kind of thing. And dang, they're quite good. But then they sell out of them. And then once they do, that's it. But golly, those things are good. Oh, Taco Bell, you make me so happy. Yeah. Yeah, it's very similar to those, yeah. Ah, 3 headshots. That's nice. Oh, I've not had one of those. That sounds super good. Man, you know what sounds good right now is Qdoba. That sounds very good. They know what they're doing. They know their way around a Diablo queso. I can tell you that. Boy, this conversation really took a very specific turn. I'm really hoping I get a pre-sale code tomorrow for Indy. Really hoping. Actually, I have more hope that my cousin does. And she can go through the stress of getting the perfect tickets. But I hope, let me put it this way. I hope that I have firm plans to go see Taylor Swift in Indianapolis as of tomorrow. I wonder, you know, after they've been on the road that long, I haven't looked at the schedule to see like what kind of breaks they have scheduled in there. And I wonder how much other members of the band are going home in between. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, that's epic. I guess if I use the app more, they would know that I was one of them. I mean, my God, here's the one. I'll tell you this. For the number of those surveys, Oh my gosh. Listen, I think girls in swimsuits are pretty great, but a Taco Bell swimsuit, look out. Woof. I'd probably faint dead away. Burrito in each hand. Oh, rival players can steal the wagon. Let's hope that's not a thing. For as many of those surveys, you know, on the receipt, you enter the big long code. For as many of those that I've done, you would think the law of averages would dictate that I would have won the $500 at least once. I mean, I have filled out a ton of those. Yeah, you're tough, all right. Got that hole right in the middle of your face. Jeez. So how does she get that? Is that all from using the Taco Bell app? Man. I was in the top 13% of Taylor Swift fans on Spotify. That made me quite happy. I wasn't surprised. Almost got you. There we go. Come on, guy. He's not going to get close enough. Well, you do start to wonder about that. You know what made me mad is the class action lawsuit against Steam for overcharging people for games. I don't get it, man. Listen, Steam is a great service, and the price is right there. They didn't force you to buy it. You know, it's not like they charged you more than they said they were going to. So I really don't understand the notion of that. Oh, dude, that's pretty great. What's her favorite menu item? I should, you know what? I'm going to get another podcast going just called Stuff Eric Likes, and it'll be music and Taco Bell. And I'll interview her and ask her that. But what is another Taco Bell aficionado's favorite menu item? My buddy Metzi, who was at Chicago Celebration, he could definitely be a guest on that show, too. The Cheesy Gordita Crunch, for me, has long been the superstar of the Taco Bell menu. It's very difficult to argue about its greatness. It's got everything. All the textures you want. Crunchy taco inside. Beans. Soft shell on the outside. It's top notch. The cheese sauce, I mean, come on, forget about it. All right. What were my other dailies we can do? Camp themes updated, 2 seagulls plucked, Virginia possum skinned, wild carrots. All right, we can get the wild carrots just about anywhere. Let's do this. 5 wild carrots picked. I bet if we look around right around here long enough, we'll find some. What's this? That's creeping time. I'm not going to make the joke. Don't worry. I think everybody's sick of it. Okay. Well, I can... Yeah. I can see all those things. Yes. Nachos Belgrande are good. Wild carrot. What did I tell you? How many did it say I needed? 5? Yeah. So, what do you think of the Taco Bell breakfast? This is the real reason people came here. Now we're getting down to it. The Taco Bell breakfast offerings. I have had it many a time. The best deal they have going on right there is the breakfast box. It is a breakfast crunch wrap pick your poison. And an extra hash brown. And the Cinnabon balls. You know? And it's less. Oh, and the coffee. And it's less than the regular Crunchwrap combo. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong direction. I need to go west, not east. So are you a fast food breakfast guy at all? Because I definitely am. I mean, I'm sure that comes as a shock to no one, especially people who can see me on camera. I didn't get this way from not eating fast food breakfast. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's is always an excellent choice, as are the sausage McMuffin with egg. Now I'm starving. Why am I doing this to myself? This was foolish of me to start bringing this up at 11:30 at night. So, hey, did I tell you about the Invisi live-on hub that I have for my MacBook Pro? Oh, yes. Only bad thing is, like, the closest Chick-fil-A to me is closer to our other building for work. And so it becomes slightly cumbersome to go there in the mornings, but that's what I should start doing. But anyway. Go, go, go. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's got some good chicken biscuits. So we have a spot that is, I've probably waxed poetic about this many a time, but it's called Mr. Donut. And they were originally a chain that was widespread in the United States, I guess. And, uh-oh, crap. Darn it. No, Taylor Swift, I let you be killed by the train. Tried to take a shortcut by taking the train bridge. And look what happened. Ugh. I feel sick. There's one goal. Yes. That's quite good. I think it's going to send Annie Edison in her place. Yep. Look at that. You can tell I've played this game a few thousand times. Poor Taylor Swift. Ugh. How could I let that happen? Anyway, Mr. Donut. Let's get back to that. Mr. Donut. They were a chain. And then the one that's near me is the last one in the United States. And they are now owned by a holding company in Japan who does have Mr. Donut restaurants, and they're called Mr. Donatsu. That just makes me happier than ever. And not too long ago, I was at Mr. Donut. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump from my house. And a Japanese couple came in. And it was awesome to watch them take so many pictures of it because they still have the classic signage and all of that. Ugh. They have good food. Naturally, they have donuts, but they also have biscuits and gravy. And croissant breakfast sandwiches. And excellent coffee that you can also buy bags of. I spend a lot of time thinking about food. Where's a freaking seagull when I need one? Normally they're everywhere over here pooping on me. Come here, birds. But, come on. I wish I could go to Celebration Japan. Golly, I would love to visit Japan. I've only been out of the country once. Now, I've been to all like 46 of the continental United States, but I've only been out of the country one time. And that was to go to Canada. Take that. Oh my gosh. That sounds fantastic. That is, I tell you what, man, I don't often miss drinking. I really don't. But Bloody Marys, oh, that is the thing that I miss. Bloody Marys. Those were the days. I remember, I probably told this story, when I flew all the time. I was on a Southwest flight. It's full. They're telling us it's full. I'm in the very back row, and it's me on the aisle and an empty seat and this young kid. And I'm like, they announce it's going to be full and all this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, man. Please be a hot chick that sits back here. Please be a hot girl. Please be a hot girl. And the flight attendant takes off. And she says, then she comes back with this girl and says right in front of her, is this one hot enough for you? She was beautiful. I said, yeah, thanks. And we sat back there and drank Bloody Marys the whole flight. It was pretty great. So NA Bloody Mary, huh? I'll have to try that. Man, because I love tomato juice in any form. It's quite good. That me and my crazy rock and roll lifestyle. Please don't fall so far out in the water I can't get it. And it did. How did that happen? One of the dailies is skin 2 gulls. Is it too far out there for me to pick up? No, I should be able to pick it up. Good. Isn't that true? There's something about being on a flight that makes everything taste different. Sometimes it's better. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade my Deadeye card. All the way. Sweet. My goal is to get all the Deadeye cards upgraded. So now we got to switch it out. Oh, just 2 more to go. Sweet. Slippery Bastard's a good one. But it's not as... Paint It Black is obviously the best one. But Slippery Bastard's pretty good. You turn on... When you're in Deadeye, it makes it where other players can't lock on to you. I mean, they can still shoot you if they're good. But, you know, it's much harder for them. But the only bad thing is it makes you less accurate as well. I'll wave at this guy. Howdy, partner. All right. I like being that friendly community member, you know. Okay. I need to watch the first 2 episodes of Only Murders in the Building of the new season. I don't care about their mission. Yeah, I am not going to try to stop him. Oh, they got to wherever they were trying to go. Now I got to find 2 possums. Twisted Metal. How is it? Is it good? I got to listen for them. The thing is, normally in game, you can find possums pretty much any time of the day. Which has not been my experience with possums in real life. Go into Eagle Eye, stupid. Jeez. I've been thinking about starting Mass Effect 2. I may check that out, Sean. I may check that out. I like goofy stuff, man. You know, there's nothing wrong with... Things don't always have to be super serious. That's one of the things I loved about shows like Parks and Rec, is that, you know, everything just worked out. I mean, there were times where, like, I thought for sure they were going to have it where April was going to start cheating on Andy whenever he was in, she was working for Ben. And, like, when they were in Washington, D.C., and one of the interns, she got in his face and was, like, yelling at him and then, like, kissed him on the nose or something while she was warning him. And I thought, oh, man, I hope that's not going to head someplace dark. But one of the things that was great about Parks and Rec is everything just worked out. So, like, scary violent, where definitely don't let my kids anywhere near it. Or, I mean, they've seen all the Marvel movies and stuff like that. Here, possums. I just killed something. What was that? Oh, a turkey. I didn't mean to do that, but hey. I think that's all I got left. Oh, camp theme. Don't let me forget that. Oh my gosh. Speaking of people getting offed, the guy that was the contractor doing the security camera install for me, we saw a wreck happen. Not a bad one, but right out in front of our building, in front of my building. And somebody got up on the curb and hit a street light pole and a whole bit. Anyway, we go inside and he's like, you want to see somebody get run over? Like, what are you talking about? So he shows me security camera footage they asked him to pull from another place. And I mean, you can barely see it, but boy, you hear it plain as day. Somebody walking dressed all in black at like 1 a.m, walking down the middle of a street, and the guy didn't see him. And, yeesh. When you hear how loud it is, I mean, you just know. That was... Wait, what was that? I feel like I just heard a possum. There's a chipmunk. Well. Alright, let's roll this way. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, that stuff's no good for your soul, man. It will stick with you and traumatize you. That is for sure. That's not my bag. That's not my bag at all. Oh, I killed a crow. Let's go back and pick it up. You know, I'm never going to find a possum at this rate. I'm sure from a stream standpoint, this is probably pretty boring. You know, one of the things I miss about the internet in the good old days, if you will, is that the internet was sort of self-regulating when it comes to, like, you had to be smart to figure out how to get on the internet. There was a certain level of know-how. And not gatekeepery know-how. You just, you know, it wasn't a haven for geniuses or anything, but, you know, you had to know what you were doing back in the day where, like, Windows didn't automatically, like, have a dialer built in, and you had to install a TCP/IP stack and all that, and, you know, those days are long gone. That's for sure. Man. I mean, on one hand, that's great. And on the other hand, it's bad. Wait, that was one. Where is it? Oh, shoot. I'm shooting at him with sedative cartridges. Oh, this is going to make me the world's biggest jerk. If I kill him now. Darn it. I'll go live to fight another day. Darn it. Well, let's just find a different one. Dang, that sucks. Just be listening. What was that, a badger? Yeah. Possums, any possums, just raise your hand. Got big plans for the weekend? Doing anything cool? Anyone? Anybody? That was a wild boar. Hello, you. Huh. Normally you'll see possums in pairs. Not in real life, but in the game. Well, that is big plans. You could do a lot worse, that's for sure. Oh, hey. I'm going to have any day now for sale. One, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus. Lightsaber for sale. If you know anybody who wants one, send them my way. I can work out a deal with them. Typically, with a blade, it'd be about $800. But we can talk about it. It's very nice. I wish I was keeping it for myself. But I'm not. Because old Eric needs the money. Yes, yes. Coyotes. Let's see. I hope that rolling around in... I will. I definitely will. I hope me rolling around in Eagle Eye with that sound and the sepia tone to everything isn't getting on everybody's last nerve here. Come on, possum. I just need a possum. If this were real life, I could do my possum call and lure one in. I've got a pretty good one. I did grow up in the country after all. There's a badger again. Ooh, rattlesnake. Don't throw me, horse. I know it was scary. We barely escaped with our lives. Alright, there is a fox. Come on. Where's a friggin' possum, man? That's all I need. Where are you? What's this? Oh, that's a raccoon. Darn it. I panicked. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Saber building is really cool. And somebody was asking me the other day, like, if that would be a good side hustle. And originally, I thought about making that a side hustle. But the thing is, realistically, they take a lot of time to build. And people can go and buy, like, go to AliExpress and, you know, find a decent one. It's not going to look as good, but the price point's going to be less, and, you know, that's hard to compete with. And, you know, because, I mean, let's face it, it is kind of a wacko hobby or interest, I guess. I mean, not everybody wants to think about spending that kind of money on a what is essentially a toy, no matter how bad you want to say it's not. But man, they're cool. But anyhow, that's a raccoon. Oh, a skunk is what that was. We'll find one. Anyway. Oh, that's cool. I would love to have access to something like that. I'm a terrible machinist, but man, having somebody that could do what I needed for me, that would be fantastic. That's one of the hardest things about building stuff like that. There we go. Is, you know, having to buy every last thing you need made unless you've got a special gift. It's just hard. Should I try taking out that moonshine operation there? Oh no, never mind. It's a stupid moonshine roadblock. Not that those aren't fun to, like, you know, kill all the revenue agents, but not feeling that violent right now. I think we'll just go park it, have a look around camp real quick, and call it a night. That is wild. You know, when it's not like a common thread standard of today. Watching people make stuff like that. I know a lot about machine screws and manufacturing processes and all that. That'd be cool to see one get custom made. I've seen some pretty wild threaded screws get made. Like big giant ones that are super fine thread for metalworking, high-end control stuff. It's wild. Okay, well, I'm afraid that's about as nerdy as I'm willing to get right now, but buddy, thanks for hanging out. Whoever else is hanging out and being quiet, thanks for being here regardless. I definitely appreciate it. You're the best. Let me see if I can do my stupid favorite move here. Oh, I can't do it sitting down. Never mind. This is what I did on the Sith list. This was my StreamYard window right here. But anyhow. I can't do the simultaneous wave, but if I'm not by the fire, you'll never be able to see it. So I am going to bounce. But hopefully I'll be back tomorrow night, and I can talk about Only Murders in the Building. But have a good night. Thank you so much, and good luck to everybody that's going to get involved in the Taylor Swift pre-sales. See ya.